What's up, Lowlives? It's your boy Ryno, back with another episode of the Lowlife podcast. Solo show here. El Dano's not with me, unfortunately. He's a busy boy. We just got back from Deadbeat, and he's painting Clay Crick's Born Free bike, Born Free Texas bike. So he's got an awful lot of shit on his plate. So I said, Dan, why don't you take the week off? And he was like, thank God. So he's in the garage right now. He's spraying paint, and he's going to become a famous painter. So hopefully after he does that, he still wants to hang out with me. But yeah, you just got Ryno. Oh, what's that? You want to know where I got this shirt? This sick ass Idle Hands Show DIY or die shirt. Good mail day today. Great mail day. We'll get into that in the shout outs, but first up, I just want to say what we're going to be talking about this week. We're going to be talking about the Deadbeat Retreat recap. So that just happened this past weekend. The boys, we went up to the Catskills to the Blackthorn Resort, partied our asses off, and I had a lot of fun. So we'll talk about that. We're also going to be doing the GoFundMe drawing. So this is for August. Triumph 650 head has two of these enricher knobs. If you donated anything to the GoFundMe in the last month, I put you in a drawing. So I think it just has everybody's name. It doesn't have like Instagram names. So when you hear your name, reach out. Okay. Yeah, let's get into. We got a lot to go over. I'm going to do the recap. I also want to do the drawing, and got a plenty of shout outs. And I think if we have time, we're going to visit Ryno's mailbag. I had some people reach out this month, and I thought it was cool. So I want to read them on air and tell them what I think. Sometimes I don't have a lot of time throughout the day when people are messaging me and to write a big long thing. So I just picked out a few that were nice that I didn't really get a chance to, I just gave them a heart emoji or a, rock and roll emoji, but I wanted to get a little bit deeper into it and share. So shows, sponsors, and shout outs. First up, I guess the next big show is Glory Days. That's going to be Glory Days is in Pittsburgh, PA. That's going to be September 20th and the 21st. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, unfortunately. I haven't been down there yet. It always seems like it's really bad timing for me in my life. I got kids go back to school and things get fucking hectic. And I get sick a lot. So today, actually, when I'm recording this, first day of school back for my kids. So those little disease bags are going and not washing their hands and sneezing on each other and fucking creating new, I guess, viral strains to bring home and get me sick. So I look forward to that. But Glory Days, Pittsburgh, PA, September 20th and 21st. Know a lot of bikes that are going down there. They always bring the heat. And in fact, we're talking with the organizer, and we're going to get him on to talk about Glory Days. So I don't know if we're going to do it before Glory Days or after Glory Days. Up to him. He's probably a pretty busy guy. It's a big show. Let's do the fucking giveaways. Let's do this giveaway right now for Triumph 650 head, the August GoFundMe giveaway sponsor. Just to refresh y'all's memory, we got, you can see that business card. Tank Brown's Custom Cycles, Triumph 60 at Triumph 650 head on Instagram. He was kind enough to be our first giveaway sponsor. Look at that. 2 birds. You want to do a double stack of super ease? Put these enrichers on there? That's pretty dope, dude. 2 birds. I've been fiddling with them a lot. They fucking are really fun as a fidget spinner. But someone's going to put this on their motherfucking bike. I'm going to... Well, I took the liberty of putting everybody's name into our spin app. So I just put everybody in there. $1 equals 1 donation. Raise hundreds of dollars. Right now, I think we're at 20% of our goal on GoFundMe. So we're trying to raise, again, We're trying to raise 10 grand for the winner. I want to cut 10 grand for the number one winner of the Idle Hand show. That's my goal. We have until July to do that. This is community funded. This is a community event. So it's up to you guys. We, the Lowlife podcast, we're kicking in money from our Patreon on behalf of our Patreons, really. So we get some money from them every month. We're kicking in. So far, I think we've donated $1,000 or something like that, or $600. I should really know that. I just throw money around. It's usually late night when I'm in the spending mood. But we're kicking in money every month on behalf of our Patreons to try to get to that goal. The more Patreons we get, the more money we'll give. So if we get 10 new Patreon hood rats, that's the $10 a month sponsors, I'm going to up it to $200 a month, guaranteed. So we've already done, I kicked it off with 500. Then we're doing like $100 a month right now, but we have a lot of show expenditures and things like that. But if we can get more Patreons, I'll kick in more. So sign up for Patreon, Hood Rat. We do Hood Rat stories. We do giveaways. We do free content sometimes. I've been really busy this summer, so I'm kind of fucking up, and I apologize to all those Hood Rats out there. But we got a lot going on. All right, I got the show to run, and I'm pouring all my fucking energy into this Idle Hand show. Making things happen, Captain. So sign up for Patreon, and we do some cool shit, when I can. And then you're supporting the best chopper podcast in the world. If there's a better chopper podcast than this one, send me it. I'd like to listen to it. I don't believe you. Okay. But if you want to get in on next month's sponsor, we're going to do a sponsor every month. We have people lined up for the next couple months. We're going to be doing giveaway every month. So in September, if you donate, every entry, every $1 equals an entry. So you give $1, you're in there for one. And in fact, I was actually looking at this, and you guys let me know what you think. But nobody donated less than $5. So I was thinking maybe $5 equals one entry. But you guys let me know. $1 is easy to say, dollar entry, dollar in and $1 out, gets you an entry. But maybe it's $5 next month. I don't know. I'll let you know. But donate to the GoFundMe. I got your name. I put you into the Spin app as, some people actually, Brian, he donated like $60 over the course of the month. Like, I think it's just every time he gets paid, he kicks in $20. So that's another way to do it, just kind of sustaining membership, and really appreciate it. Whatever you can, this is all going to go to a dude, or a dude, could be a gal, girl, a boy, or a girl, right? Call them both dudes, right? I hear girls call each other dudes. So dude is just, ubiquitous. I don't know. It covers everybody. Dudes who built a bike, built the best bike, and did it the right way, right? Where they built things, they fabricated things, they did it all by themselves, and they deserve something for that. Besides a pat on the back and an attaboy, how about a fucking check for 10 grand? It'll be a fake check, but I'm hoping to give a fake check so we can just have a cool photo op. But I believe I'll be handing you the money in cash. I'll be holding 10 grand wrapped up in a rubber band, and I'm going to throw it at you like a drug dealer. Okay. Or we might use like a briefcase and have guys come out looking like Agent Smith from Matrix. I don't know yet. We're going to do something fun, but it's going to be 10 grand. I'll make that motherfucking, you guys can make that happen. We're already at 20%. We got like a year to go. So let's go ahead and bring up the old Spinster. Now, again, we got 2 chances to win. We're giving away 2 of these. And next month, I think we're going to do 2 separate raffles too. So, one entry gets you in. $1 equals 1 entry. It gets you in. And then you have a chance to win 2 prizes. So if there's 100 people, that's 2 out of 100 odds for $1. Right? I don't know math, but it seems to jive. You guys let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to the wheel. All right. This is for the GoFundMe August giveaway. Triumph 650 head, 2 idle enrichers or chokes with the middle finger. The bird, baby. Let's spin this shit. Guys, ready? Look at all that. Look at all these entries. You guys are beautiful bastards. Really, you make my fucking heart sing. Sean Shea. Sean Shea. When you listen to this, hit me up. You won, buddy. You won one of these enrichers. Hopefully you have an SNS. If you don't, give it away to your buddy on his birthday if he has an SNS. Sean Shea, congrats. You won one of 2 birds. Let's draw again. How exciting. I'm waiting with bated breath. If it's Sean Shea again, I'm gonna redo it. I think he's in here a few times. I was just talking about you, Bry guy. Brian Jenkinson. Brian Jenkinson. Is that Pizza Overlord? I don't know his last name. I know his first name's Brian. Brian, Bry guy, you won the second one. I was just talking about him too, right? He just kicks in $20 here, $20 there, and look at him going home with a custom middle finger SNS enricher knob. All right, thank you again, Triumph 650 head. Reached right out. We said, yo, we want donations so we can do some raffles. Bang. Immediately, he was like, gotcha. Sent in the mail. Got him. Signed, sealed, delivered, baby. Let's talk about if you want to become a sponsor of the Idle Hand Show and sponsor these raffles, you get a little bit of free airtime for your audience. You know, everybody that listens to this is a chopper guy or a motorcycle guy at least. I don't think anybody's listening to this for the fucking comedy, right? They're certainly not listening to it for my ass. So there's probably a few ladies that watch it for Dan. A couple of gay guys too. But let's talk about if you want to become a sponsor of this Idle Hands raffle shit. You got some parts you want to fucking, you make shift knobs, or you make fucking parts, or you even t-shirts and shit, like whatever you got, you know. Don't give us old crusty parts though. Don't give us like a beat up old, you know, like Savage engine or something that doesn't run. Like something that I can mail would be nice. Just hit me up in the DMs on the Idle Hand page or on the Lowlife page. Let me know what you got. If you got custom parts or prints, if you're a fucking, you know, leather worker, you got like a wallet you made or something, everything helps. And the more we can raise, the more money that we can raise for these people. Dan and I are not taking 1 red cent. The GoFundMe, we're not paying for a venue. Harley's hosting us for free. It's a free show. You get to go there for free. We're doing this for the chopper community and rewarding people that we think hold the ideals that we care about. Doing it yourself, doing chopper shit, doing it the right way. So if you're about that, please do support us. Next month's giveaway sponsor is our boy Jean-Luc. Stay Strong Co. He's got, I'm going to bring this in, the shits in the hotter than hellfire Lowlife chopper sauce. I'm like, I got like this much left of this bottle in my fridge right now. You mix it up with a little sour cream, dude. Put that on your taco. You'll be seeing Tweety birds, dude. That shit is the best. The shit in the shits, I mean, I can put, a jar doesn't last me a fucking week. I put it on everything. Eat that shit on my Cheerios, bro. So we're going to do, this is one giveaway. But Jean-Luc, he's a jack of many trades. He dabbles in resin casting. So we have this velocity stack. Yes, it comes with the screen. And yes, it comes with the bolts. It's like a fucking, I guess I'll call it Lowlife green. That like lime green color. It matches the set here. This is also for an SNS. So, despite Dan and I both being huge CV guys, all the stuff that we're giving away is for SNSs. But I think that's what a lot of guys run. So, but that's not it. You want something to match that green velo stack. How about these cast skulls? Also with the Lowlife lime green valve stone caps. That's going to look fucking trick, dude. So like I said, stay strong, Co. Anybody who donates, you donate $1 in September, you're in on this. All right, we're gonna draw twice again. Even sent some stickers and some magnets and shit, some swag we're gonna throw in. Get in on that shit, man. The shit. I mean, this is making my mouth water right now. I'm gonna get this out of my face. Get this out of here, as they say. Get out of here. I want to eat it right now. To have a jar of that shit in your fridge is like a cheat code. If you're having like a barbecue or something, and you're having someone over, maybe it's a special lady or an old friend of yours, have that in the back of your fridge and break it out. It's like the fine china, right? Your dad comes over for hot dogs or whatever. You don't put out the good hot sauce. You give him the Frank's Red Hot, that garbage. Just put it out for him. You have someone special come over for your barbecue. You really want to impress them. You break out the shits or the shit. Or if they're muy caliente, the chopper sauce. That shit has ghost peppers in it, dude. I have to cut it with like some fats, like some cheese, sour cream, something like that. But you can eat it straight up. Just be careful because it is fucking hot. Yeah, so thanks, John Luke, for that. And motherfucking Jerry confirmed. I think I talked to him today or yesterday. He's doing a giveaway too. Not 100%. Maybe a shift, maybe a shovel shifter. I don't know. We're going to talk about it, but he's coming in. And if you want to be in on that too, if you want to be part of the cool guys, you want to be a cool dude, do cool things, please donate. This is for us. Speaking of donation, killer fucking mail day today for me. We got this shirt. I tickled in the intro. Shout out to at shadow period the period chop. I don't think there's another period. He did a run at Ease, Bad Larry's Idle Hand show. So a couple of you guys already got some in the mail as well. I think who is it? John Nair, Parker's dad. He got his in the mail today. He messaged me, so that's cool as fuck. I think they come in a bunch of different colors. I saw the black one. I got the RZA. I got the red one, dude. I don't usually wear red, but I think it makes me look tough. It makes me look like Fred Durst. I guess he was a red hat, black shirt. So yeah, dude, super stoked. Dan, you got one too. An extra small he sent. Hopefully I got your size right. But yeah, dude. Here's a close up of it. DIY or die, idle hands. Thanks for putting that together, and thanks for help raising money for the Idle Hands show. We're gonna be doing a run of shirts. I'm setting up the merch store. I'm gonna set up the merch store again. It was kind of a pain in the ass, so I took it all down and I was gonna redo it a different way. But I'm gonna put up a merch store with just a couple items in them. People have been begging for camp mugs. People have been begging for shirts. So we're gonna do a run of Idle Hands official T-shirts. We're gonna do Lowlife tees. We're gonna do stickers, camp mugs, and all that shit, and that'll be coming soon once I have a fucking minute to breathe. The other mail that I wanted to talk about, fucking Revenant Chop, dude. He said, "What's your size, bro?" And he just sent a whole fucking care package, shit ton of stickers. He's in the Idle Hands show. Revenant Chop Co. Choppers till death. Where's he out of? Man, I need my fucking readers to see this. Goddamn dark in here. I don't know. There's a QR code. But Revenant Chop on Instagram. He's in the Idle Hands show. He has some cool ass merch, dude. Check this action out. Fucking Skull Bunny, dude. That's dope. I love that shit. But this really took me by surprise. Hawaiian shirt, dude. It's fucking sick. And look at it, it's all branded and shit. Revenant Choppers on the inside. till death. Till death, dog. It's got some flowers, some helmets, some lightning bolts. Fucking appreciate the shit out of you, dude. Yeah, Revenant Chop, dude. Appreciate what you're doing, helping out, and sending me some swag. I love swag. Guys, if you have swag, if you got fucking t-shirts and shit you want me to wear, I will gladly wear them on the show. I love a free t-shirt. So if you have a shop or whatever you want me to rep, if you send it, I'll wear it on the show. That's free advertising. So can't have enough black tees. And apparently I can't have enough red tees. I think this is the only red tee in my wardrobe. So yeah, dude. Super cool. Thank you so much for fucking hooking a brother up. And again, we're gonna get the store going. But if you, in the meantime, all right, if you're listening to this and you want just a Lowlife t-shirt, we have t-shirts and stickers. We had them out at the fucking Deadbeat Retreat. We still have some sizes left. So it's just a plain black tee. It has the fucking Lowlife logo on the chest. Just a simple black tee. It's a Gildan 5000, if you care, or if you know, kind of a heavyweight boxy tee. I like that. I like it tight around the neck. You know what I mean? Keeps the moobs down too. But hit me up. DM the page if you want a shirt. I'm gonna send shirt and sticker out. Let's say $25 shipped if you don't live in Alaska or Hawaii. I'll send it to Alaska or Hawaii or fucking Canada, but I'm gonna have to calculate the shipping on that shit. But if you want a shirt and a sticker, just DM the page, Lowlife Podcast. Be like, yo, I want one, and I could probably do it for $25. Capiche? All the money for the t-shirts too, by the way, I'm just putting toward the idle hands. So until we sell out on shirts, all that money, anything extra that we get is just going in the till. And you can see, go to the GoFundMe. The links in the bio. Links in the bio on the Lowlife page. Links in the bio on the Idle Hands page. Donate if you can, when you can. You know, I'm just going to post shit every once in a while just to remind you, oh, yeah, there's a GoFundMe going on. We're going to get some more, giveaway sponsors, but we're also going to try to get some bigger sponsors involved with the show. And hopefully they kick up some cash in too. So ideally, a 10 grand for the winner. If we don't meet our goal, it's going to have to change. I'm hoping, I'm confident we will be able to by the end of this. But I would love to be able to do second, third prize. And if we raise like 20 grand or whatever, second, first, second, third, and then B side, right? So we have the A side show and the B side show. So yeah, just a quick recap. So you're listening to this, it's the end of August. I don't know when this is coming out. 8th or 9th or some shit of August. So it's basically September. Idle Hand Show is going to have its first cut in October. So we're going to put out on IG, we're going to message, we're going to heavily message that last week in September. You have 1 month to get your shit together, okay? We have 150 bikes in right now. We're cutting 100 out. All right? So post some shit. Let us see what you're doing. There's a couple dudes, guys and gals that post all the time. They tag us in it, and I throw it up on the story religiously. I mean, I think I might miss some now and again. I'm not super suave when it comes to social media, but if I see it, I post it, just throw it up there. And I love seeing what you guys are doing. People are working in CAD. People are fucking doing shit that you should do on a plasma table with fucking drills and shit. Just cool fucking shit, dude. So we want to see what you're doing, but that last week in September, or maybe we'll just say by October 1st, right? But we're going to start heavily messaging. We're going to do another thing where you have to, if you're still in it, I'm assuming a couple people dropped out. Like they were just like, oh, I didn't, because some people were like, what did I just sign up for? I don't even know what this fucking thing is. That week, we're going to just do another collab post, just like how you entered. This time you're going to show your progress, and those progress pictures are going to be sent to the judges. Big Truth, Easy Co, Long John Chopper Co. They're going to look at those pictures and just, they're going to look at your fucking, those pictures, and then they can go and look at your profile and look at your stories and look at your fucking shit. And they're going to whittle down to 50. to move on to the A side. Everybody is still in the show. If you don't make the first cut, you're still in the show. You're on the B side. So don't let that stop you, because again, if we raise enough money, we're going to have cash prizes. And if not, we're going to have other prizes. You're going to get trophies. You're going to get, you're in a show. You're in a fucking chopper show alongside. We're going to have invited builders. We're going to have fucking the A side guys. And it's going to be a fucking awesome show. So don't stop. Winter's coming. This is when we need choppers the most in the Northeast. If you live in fucking Florida or whatever, okay, I guess it gets a little nipply for you down there at night in December, sometimes maybe. But if you're in the Northeast, dude, you need choppers to stay alive. They literally saved my life. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a hobby. What do you do in the wintertime? You like, am I going to go skiing or something? That would suck. So keep with it. October 1st is going to be the cutoff, but we will be messaging heavily on Instagram that last week. Get your submissions in. October 1st is the cutoff. And then I don't know how long it's going to take to judge. It's our first time doing this. Okay. So, but with it, by the end of October, we'll know who the 50 are that are moving on. And yeah, it's just going to be sick. We'll have another, we'll do another hashtag or something for B-side so you can stay in on the fun, you know, like Idle Hands B-side, something like that. Anyways, yeah, I'm super stoked on the show, man. And I'm really, really, really happy that other people are stoked too. Let's get into Ryno's mailbag. I haven't done this in a while, and actually, it was fun looking at the old messages and shit. So I did want to get to this. So yeah, this is for the month of August. Anybody that reached out, I just went through and captioned some. All right, cue the mailbag song. All right, this first one is from Mark Berger. Mark Berger. Yeah, Mark Berger. I can't believe I can't believe you got that name. That seems like maybe a common one, you know? Mark Berger. I guess it's not burger like that you eat. But anyways, hey, I've only just found your podcast and I thought I'd say good day from South Australia. Love listening to you guys when working in the Garbo truck and wrenching on the bikes. That made me laugh so hard. The Garbo trucks. I love the way that Australians, they made up their own language and it's like half English and half like cartoons, you know, like what a Garbo truck. Like you have grown men call it that instead of a garbage truck. I just think it's fun. I think it's amazing. I love it. I wish I spoke Australian. They have wicked weird names for shit, you know. Like I remember I was living there for a while, for a short period of time for work, and you know what do they call fucking sandals? Thongs, like sandals. All right. Anyways, sounds like you have an awesome chop culture there. Not much happening here. Seems like I'm the only one riding an old bike around here. Disappointing. Keep up the good work, Bergs. Thank you, Bergs. Yeah, get some love from Australia. I haven't checked the old stats recently, but Australia has always been in the top 4 for our international listenership. US is always number 1, no matter what the category, whether it's, you know, best country in the world or, you know, highest listenership for the Lowlife podcast. US is number 1. And then they're always jockeying for position. England, Canada, and Australia. Australia, we just got one more. So maybe you guys are in, I think you were in 4th. So maybe you're in 3 now. Thanks to Mark. But yeah, thanks, Mark. And that sucks, dude, because Australia's fucking like great riding. I was not in South Australia, so I don't know how it is down there. I was in Western Australia, in Perth, and my God, perfect riding. It was like sunny every day. They have an ocean. It's like my favorite climate. You know, I considered moving there permanently. Seriously, considered moving there permanently. I loved it so much. Like Cottesloe Beach. is like gorgeous. I mean, infested with fucking sharks though. Holy shit. They were doing shark culling and stuff when I was down there. Because you go, oh, I think I might go take a swim in that beautiful ocean. And then the sharks were like, nope. And those Aussies were just like, oh, we'll just fucking kill them then. I don't blame them. They got a lot of fucking killer critters down there. All right, we got. Oh, this one was fun. Muscan Shiak. Muscan Shiak. He goes, "Hi, sir," and that was it. I didn't respond. I just thought it was funny. Like, you're obviously not a fan of the show. You're obviously like either you're a scamming, trying to scam me for something, right? So you just say hi, sir. That's not how we talk. If you knew anything about me, you would never say hi, sir. I'm definitely not a sir. So fuck you, Muscan Shahik. Unless you are a fan, and sorry I didn't reply, but if you're listening to this, just clarify. Just be like, oh, sorry for calling you sir. Just call me a dude. Oh, okay. And by the way, if you guys are messaging me and you don't want me to fucking read it on air, just let me know. Just be like, yo, keep this on the DL. There are some that I didn't, that are obviously I wouldn't say on the air. This is mostly just like nice stuff, happy stuff. But let me know. All right. Corey Era Davis. I'm just going to say, even though there isn't a huge access to chopped, another Australian, I didn't even realize that. There isn't a huge access to choppers in Australia. I'm still rebuilding my lowrider ST. And the creative shit all comes from this show. That's awesome, man. Maybe Aussie is up there. I should go check that. That was 2 in this month. I think we have like 20 people that listen to this show. So that's like 20% of our listenership. I have a whole new tin set sitting in my office. In my office. Sorry, guys, I can't read. I'm a high school dropout. And over the coming months, I'm going to work with one of the local painters here, and I'm trying my hand at painting myself with supervision, of course. Danny would love to hear that. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, definitely. That's the way to do it. You get a local painter, buy him a fucking 12-pack, hang out in the garage, and they'll give you some tips. People like that like to give, like, if you're interested in something, like if someone's seriously interested in something that I'm interested in, I don't mind sharing what I know. If I was like a painter and I was passionate about painting and someone else was like, hey, I want to paint, and they were genuine about it, they loved those types of people. That's how graybeards and their proteges, they meet up, because there's the old ornery dudes and they're like, fuck this, what's this country coming to, hell in a handbasket. And then some kid comes up to him and is like, I like shovelheads. And he's like, that's fucking kind of cool, let's break his balls a little bit and see if he cries. And then if you don't, they're like, okay, he's with it. I don't mind imparting all my decades of knowledge to this man. So that's awesome, dude. Yeah, go get it, dude. Local painter, even if it's a car painter or something, like, they know their shit, and they'll look at a fucking set of tins and they'll be like, yeah, I could probably spray that in like 3 minutes, dude. Painting a car must be insane. The amount of coverage, like all the paint. Like, dude, I think painting a bike is expensive. I don't know what you car dudes do. I don't know. I'm not in that world, but all right, so it won't be idle hands material. I beg to differ. Maybe B-side versus A-side, but you never know. You might surprise yourself. I was blown away when I did my first like paint job that I really took, where I wasn't just like flat black, maybe we'll put a shark on the side. When I actually like really tried, and I was pretty impressed with myself. It looked like shit, but it looked better than most like rattle can hack jobs. I won't be idle hands material, but I'll be trying everything from prep, pinstriping, silver leaf, and we'll be painting the word Lowlife across the windscreen. Dope, dude. I love that. Rep the Lowlife. If you're a Lowlife, guys, tell me if you want some of those types of things, like windscreen decals and shit like that. I think that'd be dope. I think we should have a secret tattoo that we all have. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be cool? Like, it's a very specific low life design. Probably simpler. You don't want the word podcast on you, probably, right? Like 30 years from now, people are going to be like, what's a podcast? It's going to be like fucking an 8-track. Nobody's going to know what it means. But low life, that word's here to stay. So maybe we can come up with a low life tattoo. Earthward Jimison tattooer. Come up with a fucking low life tattoo that everybody gets. That'd be dope, dude. Painting across the windscreen, trying to go for an 80s club style on a modern bike. I love that 80s club style, dude. I think I'm doing that with the shovel. I got a real short wide glide, and I might do the dual discs, short little fucking sissy bar. I it's tough as fuck, dude. Yeah, Corey's a good dude. He always reaches out, helps, supports the show. Words of wisdom, words of support. Appreciate the fuck out of that. I tell you what, guys, I'm just gonna be real with you. Sometimes I get burnt out, and the last couple days I've been real burnt out, and I've been like, fuck it, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna do. What am I doing this for? You know what I mean? But it's shit like this when people reach out and we're like, dude, love the show. You guys are funny. You guys are cool. Here's some shirts. Here's some stickers. Here's some shit to give away. People that like it really bums me out when people are not as into it as I am. That's the thing I realize about myself is that if people aren't as fucking jazzed about the shit that we're doing, I'm like, what the fuck? Am I doing something wrong? You know what I mean? And it bums me out. So I literally get like, ebbs and flows, So shit like this, like reaching out and just words of encouragement and shit, or just funny. Dude, I like seeing funny memes and stuff. So send me funny memes. Just engage with us, because you never know. Like these came in. This month was hard for me. All right, I have a bunch of personal shit going on. Trying to do failing in a lot of areas of my life. But having people reach out and be like, yo, this shit's dope. And I'm as jazzed on choppers as you are. That fucking shit perks me right up. It's like drinking a cup of fucking coffee. Lastly, he said, I am willing to break my sobriety and have a drink with you legends at Deadbeat 2026. Booked the PTO at work for all of August off next year. That's fucking dope, dude. Yeah. I will get sober starting right now and then break my sobriety with you. How about that? That's huge, though. That would be awesome to see you at Deadbeat, dude. Booked fucking PTO at work already, dude. He must have seen the, when was this? Oh, this was before Deadbeat. He must be really ripping now to get out to Deadbeat because all the fucking photo dumps and the videos and the reels and shit are coming out. And it was like, yeah, that was a pretty good time. All right, thanks, Corey. We got, oh yeah, this one was one that came in at a clutch time. This one came earlier in the month. Low life crooks. First of all, fuck you, click. He doesn't say that. First off, I'm not the type of guy to reach out, but every episode you guys say how much you love feedback. I've always been into cars, mini trucks, road street bikes, because that's what's around here. I never even considered a chopper until recently. I mean, don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? You need someone to like introduce you to this shit. Choppers ain't like on fucking television. They don't have like advertisements, I made an IG page for the dumb shit I paint, and the algorithm was just a bunch of chopper shit. I instantly fell in love. I never knew the amount of work or how far you could go custom wise. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's endless opportunities. Like there's so many different platforms, so many different bikes. There's so many styles. And the best part about it is choppers specifically, you can do anything. You can make that thing have a fucking 10-foot long front end, rides like shit. Doesn't have to be a performance. You know, like if you're into performance bikes, again, I think I mentioned this last episode, but it's like these are your performance parts. Like this is the best sprocket, or maybe there's 2 or 3 that you can choose from. And then everybody's bike looks essentially the same. You know, they all have the same risers. They all kind of look the same because they have all the same bits. Because it's about the performance, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, like, yeah, they have a custom paint job, but even then, you got the Dyna Bro paint job. Like they all kind of look the same. You know what I mean? Like they have the panels and this and that. They look cool, you know. And I'm not bagging. I wish I had one. They look like a ton of fun to ride. But with choppers, it's like you can do fucking anything. You put 4 wheels on the motherfucker if you wanted to. Um, fuck, I lost my space. Okay, I don't know why I hadn't made the connection earlier. Fast forward, I find you guys. Y'all are the shit. Y'all. You must be a Southern boy. Maybe out west. Sometimes I say y'all when I'm writing, but I won't say it when I'm talking. But y'all are the shit. The first episode I listened to was right before y'all announced the Idle Hand show. I tried to get back and listen to the older ones, but you and Dano are the shit. You guys just click. Anyways, I tune in every Friday, and I will 1,000% be entering next year's Idle Hands. Lowlife Crooks, dude. Thank you so much for that, man. Again, I like hearing dudes get stoked on shit. You know, like I love it when people are like, "Hey, you're doing a good job," because obviously that feels good. I love that kind of feedback. But what I like even more is to hear that you're getting stoked on it, and that you're like, "Dude, I've been fucking around with mini trucks, and there's choppers out there." Because, dude, I was the same way. I didn't know. It was something I never knew existed. And if you would have asked me fucking 10 years ago, like, what are you going to be doing in 10 years? Uh, Hosting a chopper podcast, building choppers was not on my motherfucking bingo card, dude. That was still floating out in the ether. I had no idea what a chopper was even when I bought my first bike. I had no idea what a chopper was. And then you learn, you like shows like this are what kind of bring people together. And then they tell you, that's how they introduce you to people and stuff, like, oh, I never knew that existed. I learned so much from this show, and I still am, uh, yeah. So fucking Lowlife Crooks. That was a good one. And again, just to mention, if you're not that, I listen to some podcasts. All right. And I've listened to some for years, and I've never reached out. So I get it, you know. Um, but we're not. I don't know. I'd like to say that we're like more approachable than other podcasts, probably, especially the big ones. The big ones they get so many messages they don't like. We're not that big. You know what I mean? Um, we're kind of still. I still feel like we're grassroots, right? Even though we're the best in the motherfucking game. So, anyways, that's Ryno's mailbag. That was fun. I'm going to try to do it at least once a month. And I'm going to pull, again, you can email me at ryno@thelowlifepodcast.com, Dano at thelowlifepodcast.com, or just shoot us a DM. Shoot us a DM on the page. And then, at least once a month, I'll go through, take some screenshots, and then be able to read them off, because I like to share what you guys are thinking. All right. So let's get into the Deadbeat Retreat recap. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, but first, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I have like flies in here tonight. Okay. Why? Why tonight? And they're all like attracted to my face because the light is shining on it, and I'm like shiny and sweaty. So if you see me going like swatting shit, I'm swatting flies away from my face. I fucking hate those things. First of all, a mosquito, I like a mosquito. They're slow. They just kind of hover in the air. They're like a helicopter. Bam. You can kill them easily. Dude, a fly, they just buzz around, and then they gently land on like your arm hair and then fly away so quick. You can't kill them. Try to swat a fly with your hand, dude. Never. That's why you need a fly swatter. You can't do it with your hand unless you're like fucking Mr. Miyagi, dude. But that's why they're so fucking annoying. Anyways, before I crash out, last shout out is going to be to Steve at Deadbeat Customs. for putting on the Deadbeat Retreat, the unofficial Lowlife campout. Dude, he was having fun. He's a busy man. He is so involved with that shit, dude. Like at one point, we were setting up our shit, and we were like, "Yeah, we want to set up over by the pool." We saw Steve like from across, and he was like directing someone to do something. And we walk around, like, dude, we must have been walking for like 10 seconds. And by the time we got around this obstacle, he was poof, gone. He was off and he disappeared, dude. I was like, where the fuck did he go? It was like Houdini. So yeah, he works super hard and he plays super hard too. You know, we showed up there. I won't get ahead of myself. Let's just start back at the beginning. So you guys know that we're going to do a group ride out there. We had to put the kibosh on that for reasons left unsaid. But we did have a small group, you know, Austin, Silver City Co., Matt, Burnt Up Wood Burning Sun. He came up and he was hanging out at Lex's house. Lex is like essentially my neighbor. He's just like he's in the big city and I'm in the boons. So he was over at Lex's house and I was like, yeah, we can't do a ride or whatever. But they're like, you know, 10 minutes up the road or whatever, 15 minutes. So I was like, all right, well, we don't really know what the fuck time we're going to be able to leave or whatever, but come on through. And so we had a little crew together, cobbled together, probably my house around like, I don't know, 10 or some shit. Actually, I think they came early. I think it was like 9:30. And they were just hanging out. But Alex, which actually Alex, I called him Alex this weekend. He said, don't call me Alex, Lex. Nobody calls me Alex. So Alex, Lex, and what the fuck? Alex, Lex. Oh, and Austin. I just said his fucking name 2 seconds ago. Danny showed up with the chase truck. Like I said, he's just has so much fucking shit going on. He's not working on his own shit. So he has 3 down bikes right now. So he was like, and he needed to get out there and be able to get back really quickly, not fucking with broken down bikes or any of that shit. He's businessman, you know, he has shit to do. So, he had the chase truck and thank God because we brought all our podcast equipment, you know, coolers and all that shit. It's nice to have a chase truck. It's a luxury, you know, everybody can throw their shit in the back and you don't have to carry it in your pack. I did pack my Torque motorcycle bag. Shout out Torque motorcycle club. The best bag. It's the only one I use now. It's great because it's just a big chasm. And you can roll it down mad small if you don't have a lot of stuff, where you can pack it all the way to the top. And it's weatherproof. So I just use that. In fact, it comes with backpack straps and I never use them. So I cut them off actually this time because I never use them. I'll never use them. So I just took a razor blade and cut them off, and it's just a sack. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's waterproof, and it's just a big hole I can stuff shit in. And it has some. Oh man, I always get this wrong. Mole, those fucking little hooks. I wasn't a military guy, so I don't really know. Molly, I think they're called. Molly. Anyways, they have some of those on the front, so you can strap, put your cords through, put some fucking carabiners, put your Lowlife Chopper Podcast camp mug if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of those. And yeah, just a few bungee cords in case I picked up anything else. All I had in there was some, you know, change of clothes, about 15 pairs of underwear in case I shit my pants 7 times, and a bottle of tequila. And then in Dan's truck, I had a fuck ton of Malort. I packed up all the Malort, and we were giving away free Malort all weekend long. But yeah, it was the perfect fucking day to ride. 75, sunny. There wasn't a goddamn cloud in the sky. Dude, I think I saw one cloud. It got scared and it ran away. It was just blue. It was just blue and sun. So yeah, we hopped up, hit the fucking gas station, gassed up real quick, and then we're off. Austin was leading. He has a nice new bike with like GPS and shit. So Austin was leading. I was just right behind him. And yeah, there were no breakdowns, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't have any any problems on the way out there. I think my hat flew off at one point. I'm a bald guy, so I always wear a hat. My hat flew off at one point and I had to go get it. That was like the shittiest part of the ride. Just had to turn around and pick up a hat off the highway. But we took all back roads, stopped up at Hogback Mountain. Every year we go, it's like raining or overcast or shitty. I've never been here where it was clear like this. So we're like, fuck it, let's stop. And we got some fucking panoramic views and shit. And they have a little shop there. And they sell fucking apple cider donuts, like little mini ones, and beers. So I naturally got a beer. And they just came out. I go, what the fuck is that smell, lady? And she was like, whoa, buddy, calm down. We just had a batch of apple cider donuts come out. And the girl was rolling them in the fucking cinnamon sugar. And I'm not a big sweets guy, but I'll house an apple cider donut, dude. I'll house them. That's like, it's like once a year. It's like a fall thing. You know, a lot of people around here, they actually start apple picking at the end of August. I try to wait till September. Yeah, you don't get as great in apple, but I like it chilly out. I don't want fucking 80 degrees when I'm picking apples. Anyways, apple cider donut, got a bag, got a beer. The lady said, you can't drink that here on the property. I had some people giving me a hard time earlier today. You're not allowed to drink that on the property. I said, people were drinking on the property? My God, bunch of hoodlums. Everybody else grabbed a beer and everybody else grabbed apple cider donuts. And then we went outside and we all drank our beer and ate apple cider donuts. And it might have been the best part of the trip. Up to this point, perfect riding. And now we're looking over Hogback Mountain when we were all explicitly instructed not to drink, drinking switchbacks, which I haven't had in a long time, and they're delicious. They actually had some heady toppers there, and I was tempted. I was tempted to pop the lid off that motherfucker and chug a heady topper, but decided to play it safe. Got a switchback, ate the fuck out of those donuts, and dude, what a good pairing too, by the way. Apple cider donuts, beer, and a great view with your buds on motorcycles. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, at this point, we actually saw a chopper go by, and they waved. We had saw him, and this ties into the story later on, but we saw him on the side of the road, and I was gonna stop, but it looked like he was just strapping his bag back onto a sissy bar. So I was like, oh well, we're not gonna. It wasn't like a good place to pull over. It was like on the opposite side of the road. So I was like, I'm pretty sure he was just strapping it up. But anyways, they were back, and we saw him fly by. So we hop on our bikes, we go, and not too far after that guy on the chopper on the side of the road. So I'm like, all right, he's definitely having some problems. So we pull over, and yeah, he's I don't remember his Instagram name offhand. Ben something. I'm gonna get it because it's an important part of the story. Yeah, here we go. Ben, come on, buddy. Yeah, I'll get it later. It'll come to me. I'm gonna just look it up. You guys can just be patient. Be patient. I got it. At Ben Ard Benjamin. Bendard Benjamin. Ben Bedard. Oh, Ben Bedard. Okay, so that's his last name. Bedard Benjamin. That's hard to say. But Bedard Benjamin, we pull over and we're like, you all right, bud? And he's like, his fucking battery's dying or his bike's not charging. He goes, keeps on cutting out like while he's riding. He has an iron head. And we're like, oh fuck, you good? Or like, you need anything? And his buddy had like a jump pack. He was just jumping it. Every time it died, he'd just jump it and he was good to go. For a little while anyways. So he was like, oh dude, I'm a fan of the show. And more importantly, I'm in the Idle Hands show. That's the bike he's building for the Idle Hands show. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? So he had a couple of different options for a bike, but he was like, yeah, he had it in pieces. He's building it for the Idle Hand show. He wanted to show up to Deadbeat on a chopper, so he just threw it together real quick. I think he had a battery like on the sissy bar too, like chopper shit. So he just threw it together and started riding it. Yeah, of course you're gonna have some problems. But yeah, he just jumped it and he was like, yeah, dude, we'll see you there. We'll make it. Maybe I don't know what it is. Like it might be a battery. It might be a fucking charging system. It sounded like a dead battery, like a battery wasn't charging. I forget what he eventually figured out it was. I think it might have been the regulator or something. But anyways, he was like, all right, peace. See you there. And we're like, Godspeed, son. If you need anything, just hit us up because we're not that far right ahead of you. So yeah, then we just kept on chugging along. We skipped Albany, went around, hopped on the highway. That part went really so much better than last time. Last year we got stuck. I mean, number one, we went through Albany, and Albany is an absolute shithole for bikes. Just cobblestone walkways. Fucking people fented the fuck out, like like shuffling around across the street and shit. You're dodging fucking homeless people. So we just went around it, skipped all that shit. And then I think we did like one last gas stop. There was like 100 miles or 80 miles left to go. And we're like, let's just jam. Everybody's gas tank should be able to get to Blackthorn on this. I took the Softail, so it was a breeze. I actually got, I swapped out the seat on it because the seat I had it's like it's cool. It's a little white one, but it doesn't curve up in the back. So every time I hit the throttle, I just slide back. I just slide right off the back, and then my ass gets pinched between the fucking pinion pad and the fucking, oh, dude, it's stupid. So I popped on just another seat, a little wider seat, and it had a little scoop on the back. And that one was great. So pretty comfy ride out there. Like I said, it was fucking beaming the entire time. That last stretch, though, I think by this time it's probably around like 2-3, and the sun is really beating on me. Your boy doesn't wear sunscreen. Okay, I wear a half helmet. I don't have a shield, so I just had my sunglasses on, my helmet, and I felt like my cheeks stinging. And I'm like, this ain't good, dude. That's a sunburn, but it's a pretty bad one. Like, because to have it hurt, like when you're riding, you don't really notice because you have the wind constantly whipping in your face. But the sun was just beating on me all day, and I was like, oh fuck, that's gonna be a bad sunburn. Turns out it was a fucking really bad sunburn. You might even my grill's still all busted up, dude. I had blisters, dude. I got to when I got to fucking Deadbeat when we finally showed up at Blackthorn. I had blisters on my nose, like bubbled up on my cheeks and on my nose, like fucking gross. So I was like, oh, sick. Hopefully it's nice and sunny tomorrow. But that's my bad. I should have fucking done something about it. But it was too late by the time I noticed. But anyways, that's what I get. Skin cancer is what I get. So yeah, we showed up at Blackthorn. We checked in. I got like the same cabin I got last time. Dan pitched his tent out front. We had a little hobo encampment. Yeah, it was just chill. That first night we showed up, people were streaming in. I was beat, dude. I wanted to like take a nap, so I like laid down and tried to take a sneaky nap. And then Dan pokes his head in and he's like, "You motherfucker, get out here! You ain't sleeping. Get the fuck out here!" So I went out there, and yeah, I started drinking some beers, and we had many beers. I'm trying to remember that first night. Yeah, we went hard, dude. That first night I drank quite a bit. Yeah, so we met up with that first night John Restrepo, longtime listener, friend of the show. I think it was the first time we've met. I mean, in person, pretty sure. I feel like I've met him before, but maybe not in person. I don't know. I drink at all the events, so my memory's a little hazy. So sorry, John. But John showed up. We were cooking hot dogs. Yeah, Dan got this cool fucking one-time use barbecue grill at Walmart for like $10. It's just like a lasagna sheet, a lasagna tray with charcoal in it and like a little grate. It's fucking cool, dude. You just light the bitch on fire. Like it comes, the charcoal comes like wrapped up. You just set it on fire and then wait a couple minutes. You got some hot coals. Throw some motherfucking wieners on there. I think he went with the Hebrew National. I think that's his jam. The beef ones. So, anyways, they were fucking good. I was starving. Yeah, we didn't stop anywhere for food. I can remember, except for the donuts and the beer. And I did drink at every single gas station. Ask Dan. Every single stop. I'm like, yeah, let's just stretch our legs, and I'll drink a beer in the parking lot. But yeah, we cooked up some dogs. John came by. Alex busted out some Four Roses bourbon. I think it's bourbon, right? Four Roses bourbon, or is it whiskey? I don't know. It was the good stuff though. It wasn't like they have a bunch of different levels. They have like some good. It's pretty good entry level, but as you go up, this was like the reserve shit. So yeah, we're just. I was raw dog and hot dogs. No bun, dude. Just no teeth either. Just sucking them down. Yeah, Dan's the new camp dad, dude. He brought the grill. He had the condiments, the fresh condiments, the motherfucking mussy. He had the motherfucking ketchup, brand new. We had to break that shit open. And he fed all of us little rascals that night. Yeah, so we started drinking some bourbon or whiskey or something. Did walking around, just seeing who the fuck showed up. There was Burn Pit was going strong at this point. Sun's going down. We went up there. Fucking Chopper Fisher was there. Shout out to RJ, motherfucking Versace dirtbag. I didn't get a chance to talk to him because I saw him up at the Burn Pit for just a second. I was like, dude, they need me to shotgun a beer off this thing because Chopper Fisher had his 650 up there. He had a 650 with his. It has a long fucking sissy bar that comes to a sharp point and a hook. So it's like kind of a deadbeat tradition with that thing. You can shotgun beers off it. You just slam it on that. Hopefully, don't slam it too hard; it'll go through your hand. And then shotgun a beer. So he was going to do a video. You probably seen it with a bunch of dudes. I'm one of those dudes. I had already done one, so you can just see beer all over my chest. But yeah, shout out Versace Dirtbag. I wanted to catch you. I don't think I saw you for the rest of the weekend though. But yeah, I did. We're doing shotgun some beers. They had fucking Torn in Half, fucking stage right at the Burn Pit, and Steve comes up, Deadbeat Steve, right, and he grabs the mic and he's like, he had a trophy. He goes, "I'm gonna give this to the next motherfucker that burns his tires down to the rim. I want to see sparks flying." And so fucking dude goes, "Bet." Fucking goes, and he had a full ass tire and he just smoked it. Dude, it felt like he was smoking that thing for like 10 minutes. Dude, I was standing behind him and just chunks of hot rubber were spraying me in the face, and he got it down to the fucking rim. He just got rid of that tire. It evaporated, dude. It was sick. So yeah, Burnout Pit was going strong all weekend. Again, you're gonna go watch the reels and shit. It's all over the place. People are just fucking yin 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 yin. But that was awesome. That was the first time I think that we had a fucking band in the Burn Pit. Torn in Half is sick. And yeah, then we walked around. We were just trying to catch up with people. Fucking motherfucking Jerry, 812 Inc. Shout out. He's in his usual spot, right in the fucking thick of it. He parks right in the goddamn middle of the field, and he's like, "This is where I live in the chaos in the middle of the party." So I got to see him. We chatted it up for a little bit. And I did mention we talked about what getting in on a giveaway too. But motherfucking Jerry's there. That's how you know it's gonna be a party. Shout out fucking to Despro, our boy Nick. If you're a hood rat, you already heard him. He's our boy from Long Island. We see each other every once in a while, but he rode out solo, and he rode from Long Island, which is the same distance as riding to New York from New Hampshire. It's like 4 hours. So we got there, I think, at around the same time. But he came out with his boy who had a fucking sick Ford Econoline. I forget the year, but it was like, when you think of like a boogie van, like, I'm going to have sex in this thing. I'm going to smoke weed in this thing. I'm going to have sex in this thing. It had like fucking, I think it had like a dragon incense holder or something, and it was like, shag carpet the whole night. It was done up real nice. Fucking thing was awesome, dude. So jealous of that man. But yeah, he was there. We got to hang out with him a bunch. He's wicked fun to hang out with. Tons of energy, and the accent alone, like it's so thick. Like I don't know if you realize, Nick. I don't know if you realize how thick your accent is. It's so thick. You could be an actor. You could be in movies with that accent alone. They'd cast you. They'd be like, yeah, we need a guy from fucking New York. Nick's your guy. He's not forcing it, dude. He sounds like the quintessential New Yorker. Like that's what it sounds like. He could do voiceover work if he wanted to. But yeah, dude, we were fucking chugging beers, having fun. Uh, yeah, me and Lex, Lex is a big boy. He likes to drink. So we're going beer for beer at the gas stations, shot for shot. And John actually convinced us to go to the bar because, we were all fucking kind of beat. And me and Lex, when we get together, we commiserate because we're about the same age. So we get we make Lethal Weapon references and shit, like, oh, I'm getting too old for this shit. But we were trying to like we need to be coaxed a little bit at that time of night. We ain't as good as we used to be, but we can still hang. We just need a little coaxing, and liquor helps. Actually, if you drink a ton of beer, it's like time to go to bed. You pop a little liquor in me, right back in it. Okay, so we went to the bar. John was like, "Yep, we got first round." I think I got a round. There's a fucking conga line. Oh yeah, shout out Joel. What's his Instagram for his photography? Oh, dog food lid. I forget his photography one, but he showed up. He was hanging out. He hopped in the conga line. The bar is fucking fun down there. There's a lot of people there. So at the Blackthorn, there's a lot of people that just go camping and they have their RVs like set up, and I guess they live here. Maybe they're retired or whatever. But so there's a lot of like middle-aged people, and middle-aged people are really fun at bars. All right, because they have a lot of money and they get really drunk because they don't have anything else to do. Their kids all moved away. So I love hanging out with like middle-aged or like boomers, not like middle-aged, not like 40, but like 50, 60, like boomers at a bar. They're fun. They form conga lines. They get way too shit-faced. They talk a lot too. Like young people, they don't talk a lot. They don't riff. They don't go to bars and like meet new people. Boomers, that's their milieu. That's what they do. So, especially if you're at the Blackthorn, you're parked in your RV, you've been drinking since, you started Bloody Marys at 9 o'clock in the morning. By 10 o'clock at night, like you're pretty fun to be around. So, anyways, bar got off the chain. Again, we had some footage of bikes rolling into the bar through the front door, not rolling, like ridden into the bar. They have a burnout pit out back, an aerial burnout pit. So yeah, that was super fun. That first night, I don't remember how it ended. I think I don't remember how it ended. I don't really remember after the bar. We'll say I remember going back that. I mean, I wasn't like out of my mind, blacked out or anything, but like things get a little fuzzy at that time of night. So anyways, woke up in the morning, went on a dunks run. Me and Lexi. Need my dunks, dude, in the morning. Went back, and then we started scouting the place to set up where we're going to be for the day. So if you haven't been to Deadbeat before, Friday night, people are coming at all times of the night, like all during the day. So everybody that's going to be there is pretty much there by Saturday. People are really hungover in the mornings, but people kind of migrate and start doing shit. We knew the pool opened at 11. So we wanted to get our equipment, our podcasting, equipment and our desk and everything set up in the pool before anybody got there. So we scouted it out. We got the power outlets all located. And right at 11 o'clock, we moved all our shit in, set up the desk. We had t-shirts for sale. We had fucking all the podcast equipment. We had every we had everything that we needed. We had everything we needed to do a good podcast. We had the mixer, we had the mics, we had the fucking headphones, we had Dan brought his fucking Wi-Fi connector, like everything was going to be good this time. It wasn't good this time. We struggled for like 2 hours. Couldn't get the fucking audio to work right. And then the absolute nail in the coffin, though, was the Wi-Fi. There's just no service out there. So even his Wi-Fi router didn't work. We recorded about 8 minutes before it dropped. So there is really bad audio, 8 minutes of really bad audio of me and Dan trying to do a podcast. Maybe I'll put that at the end of the episode or something. But yeah, that was cool. But it was the best place to be. It was a beautiful day. Again, 75 and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Reggae pool party, right? So we're right there. We're right across from the bands right in front of us. There's, seats all around, fucking big, beautiful pool, the bar right over there. And there we are. We're all set up. I snuck in a 12-pack of the Modelo Cheladas early. So they didn't know. No outside booze there. They want you to drink the bar booze. But anyways, I had the covert booze under the table. And we just hung out. We hung out at the fucking pool, listened to reggae. Me and Dan were talking. It's like, I can't think of a better day. I can't think of anything I'd rather do in the world on a Saturday in August than hang out by the pool and listen to reggae. That's like what heaven is to me with Modelo's. And they had margaritas. I did have a margarita. So margaritas, Modelo, reggae, pool party was wicked fun. Everybody was coming and going. Shout out Junior Burke. He brought his fucking panhead and parked it like, dude, that fucking kickstand was like inches from the edge of the pool. So they brought in, I think they had a wicked sick ass digger there too. But yeah, they brought in a bunch of cool fucking custom bikes right around the pool. There was ladies in their skimpy attire, their bathing attire. There was dudes in their skimpy bathing attire. Your boy jumped in. I got naked. I jumped in, dude. And we brought Carmen Sandy Dildo into the pool. And boy, did we have fun with that. People were first of all, people were tossing it all around, but people were also shooting it under the water like a torpedo into people's butts. Lex hit me with it, and I saw stars. He hit me with it in like the top of my back, and I seriously saw stars. That thing fucking hurt like hell. But it needed a bath. It was getting pretty grungy, dude. We've been fucking with that thing for months now. But we had to keep it on us because we were going to be there until the bike show. So then we did, I think around 2-3 o'clock. Oh yeah. Shout out Jesse Paws, Powder Chef. He came by, said, what's up? And we're like, dude, we're doing a belly flop competition, but we need a hype man. Me and Dan have to man the fucking podcast table. And he was like, I got you boys. And the best person to give a megaphone to. He is a character and he is not shy. So he started rounding people up, letting them know that, dude, we're having a belly flop contest with $100 cash prize. Okay. And then we kicked that off. I grabbed the mic and we only had a hand. I mean, there must have been 100 people at the fucking pool. I thought we were going to have more competition, but I think we had like maybe 10, 15 people in total. I can't remember really. But what was cool is we did have the returning champ from last year join. I don't remember her name, but she won last year and she's from New Jersey. But she came back to defend her title. I don't think we had a prize last year. Oh, we did. We had something. We had a trophy or something. But this year we had $100 cash prize. And yeah, Tony won it. We had some cool belly flops. Someone jumped over a panhead, Junior Burke's panhead, and I was like, brah, that is fucking, you could really ruin the mood if your fucking foot catches on like the handlebar or something, pulls that into the pool. But he cleared it, and there's a sick ass shot jumping over the panhead. But yeah, Tony won it. Tony won $100. It was fun. I'd like to do it again next year, but I need more people. I want like 50 people, I want people doing dumb shit, I mean, we did have some backflips. We did have some big splashers. All right. So all in all, it was a good time. But then after that, we were just chilling out at the pool. We broke down our shit and we're heading out to the bike show. Everybody parks out in the field and they're giving away awards for best custom, best chopper, shit like that. And I had to award someone with Carmen Sandy Dildo on the DL. So I was just walking around this big field with a 18-inch flesh-colored penis, and we found our target. We found the new caretaker of Carmen Sandy Dildo. And you know who I decided I should pass that flesh torch to? Benjamin Bedard. Yes, the same guy that we tried to help on the side of the road, the idle hands builder. He's a young man and quite impressive. That's some chopper shit right there. And I know a young guy like that is going to have fun with that penis. Not like that, guys. In a childish type of way. Garage night, throw it at your buddy, bring it somewhere, like bring it in a pool, stick it to the back of your head and swim around like a penis head shark. That's that type of shit. So, I stuck it in a sissy bar. I jammed it in there pretty good. He has a really narrow sissy bar, and I just kind of jammed it in there. And then I came back like 5 minutes later, and it was like on the ground. So I jammed it back up in there. And there was people that obviously don't know the show, and they don't know what the fuck's going on. They see this humongous dildo, and they're taking pictures of themselves with it and shit. But yeah, I was glad to be able to pass that on out of my hands. I had a lot of fun with her. And Ben, I hope you do too. Don't forget to tag Carmen Sandy Dildo, and you are responsible for passing the torch. So you have to give that to someone at some point. You can keep it as long as you want, but at some point, if an opportunity arises, you should award it to another cool dude that's going to have a lot of fun. I was just like, I better not put this on one of these guys that doesn't have a sense of humor. Like there was a couple of 1%ers there. There's quite a few. And I was like, if I put this on the wrong book, I'm going to be eating this thing. So yeah, that was sweet. And then the music kicked on. So we had the bike show. There's a ton of fucking cool bikes. There was 2 bikes in particular, and I don't know whose there are. I think we did figure out whose bike there were, but I don't even know if I took any fucking pictures, actually. I'm going to ask Dan. We're going to get back to you on that. Maybe I can throw some up when the episode comes up. But as we're checking out these awesome-ass bikes, guess who came walking by? Chunky Monkey. I have never met him in person. He's out of New Jersey, and he does sick-ass painting and pinstriping and shit. So actually, Dan, he tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, is that Chunky Monkey? And I was like, yeah, that's Chunky Monkey. And he's like, no, he didn't believe it. So we got a real nice pic of them. Very photogenic boys. I took a pic of Chunky Monkey and Dano. I begged him to come on the show. He's reluctant. So I'd like everybody to reach out to Chunky Monkey Paintworks and beg him to come on the show because he was super nice, super talkative. He would be a perfect guest, and he does wicked cool shit. So Chunky Monkey, please come on our show. I want to talk to you. I think we'd be good friends. And again, his style and what he does is very different than a lot of other dudes. And he's a young guy. He showed up. I think he had like a Suzuki or something, a 250 or something chopper. Straight ass dude. Like I think he had like a fucking fucked up ass girder on it. He just put it together that morning. I don't know who he was with. A dude that looked like he could tear me in half like a fucking phone book, though. So he's definitely cool. I know that. But yeah, he's like, yeah, the guy just woke up at like fucking 8:00 in the morning and was like, hey, you want to go to the Deadbeat? And he was like, sure. Let me get the rest of this chopper together. So he's fucking cool. I want him on the show. Go over to Chunky Monkey Paintworks and just be like, dude, go on the Lowlife show. We want Chunky. We want Chunky. And I think it'll be a great show. Anyways, got to see him. And now the music kicks off. I got to see Goblet, Jesse's band, live for the first time. It was really fucking cool, dude. Powder Chef, dude, Jesse. He's an absolute madman, dude. He's a lead singer, and when I saw him, he was in his underwear and socks. And I think his guitarist had like a belly bopper shirt on. And they fucking shredded, dude. I thought it was really good. I hadn't I'd never seen him live for sure. I think I listened to maybe some songs like after he came on, but it's not the same as watching someone like jump around in their underwear. So he's a really great front man. I would love to go to a show. I'm gonna hit him up and see where he's playing next. But that was dope, dude. And then yeah, dude. Oh, then we were fucking I had my mind set. They had this wood fired pizza place there. So there was tons of food, right? So the Blackthorn, they have tons of food and shit. Hamburgers, hot dogs and shit, but it ain't fucking like gourmet. You know what I mean? I wanted something good because I'd just been drinking beers for the most part for like 2 days. And they had this wood fired pizza, dude. And everybody was just like, it's the best. It's so fucking good, dude. It's, like this big or some shit. They had some weird shit, dude. They had like a pickle and ranch pizza. Like what the fuck? I saw people eating that shit. Like that's a thing. I never knew that was a thing. I don't think it should be a thing. I'm sure there's people who are going to reach out and be like, yeah, pickles on pizza is good, but I don't see it. Okay. I'm a classical kind of guy. But anyways, I was like, I'm going to get that shit, but I'm not done drinking yet. It was still early enough. I had a few more in me. So yeah, we just fucking hung out and fucking partied and drank and shot the shit. And Saturday night was kind of chill, you know? Uh, I know some dudes stayed up all fucking night, but me and Dan had to hit the road early in the morning. We were trying to pound out at the break of dawn. We wanted the wheels rolling, before the sun came up. So I was like, I better not get too borracho tonight because I could wake up at fucking 4 in the morning. So anyways, me and I think it was me. Who the fuck was it with? Me and Lex. We're like, we're getting too old for this shit. Let's get some wood fired pizza and fucking ghost out. Go watch some Forensic Files, drink the last of our beer, and eat this pizza where nobody could see us. So I got a couple of pizzas. I brought them back to the spot, handed out some slices, and I went to town. And they had a mortadella one. That was fucking good. It was real fucking good. I can still like taste it. That's how fucking good it was. Yeah, and then me and Dan woke up early, packed our shit for, I think I woke up at like fucking 3 in the morning. Like just cause. Like I didn't even have my fucking alarm set or anything. I just woke up and I was like, oh, I guess I'm up now. So I was all packed up, ready to go. We headed out of there at 5, and me and Dan just bombed the fuck home to his house, and then I hopped on the bike from there and I just rode home. And I was fucking tired. I went home and I went back to sleep. So yeah, dude, Deadbeat, it's always a good time. It's such a great ride out there, no matter where you're coming from. If you're coming from New York, it's 4 hours. Coming from New Hampshire, it's 4 hours. Coming from New Jersey, it's like 4 hours. Like I'm assuming Vermont, it's maybe 3.5 hours, but a good long ride. Oh, I got to see Benny too from El Dorado Bar. That was cool, dude. He just reopened. They had a fucking fire. They've had a rough fucking year, but super good seeing Benny, dude. Benny is the man. Benny is the fucking man. I saw him and his boy there. Just kind of passing. We didn't get a ton of time to catch up, but we did get to talk, and we definitely want to do something in the future. Benny's my kind of guy, so maybe we even have him back on. I was like, dude, you should just come back on. Let's just talk some shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, fucking Deadbeat's always a good time. You get to meet people from all over. Now that it's in New York, you get to see, like when it was in Maine, you see a certain group of people, right? Because like that's fucking far, And now that it's in New York, you get to see a different kind of group of people. Oh yeah, shout out VP Cycles. Got to see them there. Such cool people. They did the ride. It was like 11 o'clock. They did a ride for a couple hours around. I wanted to do it, but that's the same time we had to set up. So I was like, fuck it. We'll just chill here. But it's super cool, dude. Go check out their YouTube channel. They so jealous of this guy's garage. VP Cycles. He has like the fucking nice lighting and shit. But yeah, they do super cool stuff. Super good people too. Really like down to earth, really nice people. So support them. If I missed anybody, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. Like I said, my mind's not what it used to be. I was hoping Dan would be here, so he'd be like, "Oh no, that's we also met this guy and we also met that guy." But yeah, let me take a sip of this beer because it's saying it's trying to reconnect. Oh, my internet's getting all fucky. All right, so in closing, Go to Deadbeat 2026. We're going to be there. We're always there. Homie from fucking Australia already has time off. Get ready for the Idle Hand Show, baby. It's crunch time. I want to see some motherfucking work this September, guys. Thank you for everybody who reached out. Thank you for everybody who's supporting us. If you want to support us, links in the bio, guys. Sign up for the Patreon. Sign up. Go check out the GoFundMe. Kicking a fucking buck. Throw $100 at us. This is by the people, for the people. Okay? I'm going to borrow something from old Abe Lincoln. Okay? For the people, by the people, for the people. This show is for us. So please do support it and reach out. Get in Ryno's mailbag. Until next week, low lives, get in the garage. Get in trouble. Have fun. Never stop chopping.
Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is about grassroots motorcycle riders who take it upon themselves to build and customize their bike. They offer parts for all Harley-Davidson models and also custom parts for choppers, bobbers, trackers, and cafe racers. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick-and-mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass., or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter Lowlife at checkout and save some loot. Stay Strong Co. Sean Luke has been sent down from the heavens to bless us lowlifes with the greatest motherfucking hot sauce in the world. Sweet heat baby Jesus in the white pants heralds a message from God himself. This hot sauce is for your food. Keep it off your butthole. The shits, and the hotter than hellfire Lowlife chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Oxford Co. Choppers. Chris is the original bad boy from Oxford, Connecticut. From frame restoration and repair to handlebars and hardtails. Hard parts for hard men. His hardtails are expertly TIG welded and installed in-house. Made of USA-made steel, cast axle plates, he is your man for the hardest shit to hit the East Coast since Hurricane Bob. Find him on Instagram at oxfordco.choppers. Steel City Blacksmithing. Josh specializes in handcrafted steel work right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anything from custom motorcycle parts to hammers and tomahawks. Don't get it twisted. If it can be twisted, he's twisting it. Check him out at steelcityblacksmithing.com today. Beck Built Fab. Dustin is the plug for excess chopper parts. That's why we call him the Metric Man. Drum disc brakes, mid controls, hand shifters, foot clutch, modded worm gears, intakes, and more. He can do any fabrication job, weld repair, upholstery, or even maintenance. Check him out at beckbuiltfab.com.